happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UNLV Rebels, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Creates a little space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on second down. He's going for the big play. Snags it on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Scott. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Plows through the defense. Let's talk for a second here about USF. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's up to 41 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wants to pass. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the aggressive nature by this offense. Everything screams run. First down and goal. Gonna run the football? No. They don't run the football. They stay aggressive. But the quarterback doesn't get reckless. He gets outside of the pocket, makes a good decision, throws it away, and lives the fight on second down.
That's got it. And he's gonna score. Touchdown Bulls. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Trying to get the edge on the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, the running back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
29 Philly. 2-0.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sullivan. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's wide open spaces. Defense picks it up. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Vegas. It's putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Air Force was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicated. This was a vintage Falcons performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give to the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Sullivan. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning on the Jets. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation.
It's a seam wide open. He's loose. Inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Bulls will hustle to the line. The quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point, but no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He's open on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, UNLV. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Offense in an empty set. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. At the 45 on its way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Gets open down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Right on the money.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Going up top again. He's got his man, makes the grab. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't. Chance, defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Scott. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football.
Going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The corners are walked up tight. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And let's see if they try to convert on 4th.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle with Scott. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The give to the back. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some room entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. Two-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go on top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, USF! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Leaves it with the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
there to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. On third down, going up top. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's got it on the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the Rebels brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Rebels have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. At the 45 on his way. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try it over the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Oh, better look out! Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, a lot of space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Calandria. They've got the screen set up. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.